What is going on, guys? So like I promised, I'm gonna go over my diet, which I have laid out right here. So I'm gonna go over that and see what I have. So you guys already know, the first thing I do is I wake up and I have some coffee. And just because I don't like preparing things and I get busy, I get some bananas. They're really easy to just snack on. Then the next thing I do, I usually, for my protein, is chicken breast. I don't always eat chicken breast. I switch it up with chicken thighs. But just because this gets a little dry, and I get frozen broccoli, I don't prepare it like the raw vegetables just because I'm busy. And of course, I always make room for some chips, but that's just sometimes. But I do snack on a handful of peanuts. And if I do have some cravings, like for savory stuff, then I go with some seaweed things like this. Okay, and I calculate the calories as well as the macros of all this using MyFitnessPal, which I will show you guys very soon. So here I have my FitnessPal open. I'm gonna start scanning the food. I already have it in the database, but I'm just showing you guys how to do it. So I have my screen recorded. Okay, so here I'm starting over, but open up MyFitnessPal. You're gonna click the plus button, click the food. I'm just gonna go breakfast. Here, I tried scanning earlier. Usually you would scan up here and it would open this screen up and you can scan, but it wasn't working. So I'm gonna exit out of that. And what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna type in bananas. So I think this is like a bit, so right here, I already have it right there, banana, medium, 126 grams. If you wanna be really strict, what we can do is we can actually take one of these out. Let me see, I have one of these scale. You get one of these on Amazon. Click on that button, turns it on, and let's see. It's 171. So it's actually like a pretty big banana. So let's see. Banana. How do you spell banana? Banana large. So they just say 120 grams. So if that's the case, you can do the little math. I think I'm going to be about 1.3. So it's about 30% extra of that. We'll do the math later, which I don't think it's that, but you guys get the idea. Okay, so we have the bananas down, and the next thing we have is going to be breakfast. So open that up again. So it's starting to record again, but I'm going to hit add food. Since it thinks we have a banana, we can just come back and delete it. Here, just click on, you can click eggs on that, but let's try this, see if it works. It should work. Okay, let's see. So scan it, comes up large egg, great value, perfect. It's exactly these, and I'm just gonna do 2 eggs. I always eat 2 eggs in the morning. Also, the thing is, you gotta make sure you don't have to put it in here, but I like the spray oil, the extra virgin olive oil, because it doesn't have like the extra fat you don't have to take account the extra fat. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to take into account the extra fat that comes with the liquid form of the oil. So this is 0 on everything. So let's just scan that and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So scanned it. So it's like barely anything, 0.4 grams. But it's not nothing, but you know what I mean. Then the same, you guys know the deal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scan the rest of these. So for lunch, let's say I have one of these sweet potatoes. So I buy these because it's really easy. You just microwave the whole thing in the you just put the whole bag in the microwave and you're ready to go. So scanning. So here it is, 110. This is about 130. I think that is about 1 sweet potato. I mean, it's gonna vary, but more or less, you can always use this again to scale it. But like I said earlier, I'm pretty flexible. Then this is gonna vary when you do the chicken breast because you add salt and all the other seasoning. But for the most part, it's like one slice, one serving, 4 ounce. So because it says 4 ounces here, we see it's 25 gram. I usually go, let's see, I usually go 6 ounces. So that's how you change it. You click on that. And that's just gonna vary from certain data food entries, depending on whoever put the food entry in. So you put that in, you see it's 37.5 grams protein. This is chicken breast. So we're eating that. And then, what else are we eating? We're eating broccoli. I'll eat broccoli for dinner. So let's say dinner, I'll put broccoli in. Scan that, you guys know the deal. Just gonna look it up. It's about 1.3 cups. Let's see what else they have in serving size. So I can do ounces. So if I do ounces, it's good because I can use this scale. Now, let's see, I remember, let's see, a cup was 85 grams is a cup. 1/3 1 cup. Let me see how big that is. So it's about half of this cup, if you guys can see it. I think that's pretty good. You can go a little bit more or less, but all that's gonna matter later on when we meal prep. So do that. It's gonna be good. And we're gonna add some more because we already have the chicken breast. We just put the same chicken breast in. Boom, good. We need some carbs because carbs are gonna be the ones that have the most calories. So since I'm using this brand of rice, I'm gonna do the same thing, scan the code. And believe it or not, it's always my surprise how much calories or carbs are in, or how much grams of carbs is in a bowl of rice. So I think I put this, see like this, I don't really use this because it's hard to measure. I usually go brown rice. Botan. It's not the brand Botan, but I go with this one because it has the grams amount. You guys see that? And I usually go around 80 grams of brown rice. I measure that using the same scale I use for all the other food. And that gives me like 58 grams of carbs and all that stuff. And I'm already at 280 calories. So all that, dinner's looking at 500 calories. Lunch, so if I look at all of this, okay. So that's it for now. And then snack, let's do, so this is about 28 grams, right? It's 20, I'll just show you guys how much 28 grams looks like. So take a bowl. And if we do all of that, we can see that we are, for the day, let's go to macros. We're at 40 fat. The protein is a little low because we're looking at 32 versus 40%. So we can definitely up the fats. And the carbs are pretty good. I think with this, I usually go with, oh yeah, that's how you get, this is how you reach your protein intake for the day, because I don't know how else you can do it without eating a lot of animal fat, because protein usually comes from, I mean, there's protein in vegetables too, but I forgot about that. No wonder my protein count was so low. Anyways, you do this, same thing, scan this, hit the barcode, scan it. Of course, it's just one serving size, so about 30 grams. And with all of that, we should be at a pretty good macro. So we're looking at 30, 25. So if you can do all this, your macros are roughly, so my goal is 30% carbs, 30% fat, 40% protein. So let's see if we can mess around. So let's see if we do another, let's say we have a protein shake in the morning and we have a protein shake sometime in the evening. So let's just do that twice. Let me see. Twice. Let's see how our macros changes. So all that. Now we're good. So let's see. We hit the macro button on top. Bam. Looking a lot better. Now we're at 30, 40. So our fat, we hit our goal because for me, my body weight is roughly around 145. So you should take the good rule of thumb is 1 gram of protein per body fat, per body weight. So this is a little over, but you guys get the idea. And fat is 40 grams. So let's see what we can definitely up the fat somewhere. But usually the fats comes from the eggs and the nuts. So you can actually add a little bit more nuts if you want, more than the normal serving size, to increase your fats. Or you can take fish oil pills, but those aren't that much. Those are probably like 1 gram. But you guys get the idea. Hopefully that helps us out. Take this computer and organize it some more for you guys. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it might be a little messy, but hang with me, hang tight.